What's up, guys? It's Lunatic, coach of the Brookhaven Banettes, and this is draft analysis for the MLB, new league I joined. And this one has, well, there was one rule that I found interesting about it, and that was the fact that it has item clause, meaning you when you bring your team of 6, 2 Pokemon cannot be holding the same item. There's also the rule of not having to Mega Evolve with your Mega. You can choose to bring it regular, holding an item that's not its Mega Stone. So I found that really interesting, and that actually that instantly gave me a plan on what to draft. However, well, I'll get to that. So I was first overall pick, and they allowed this monster, so I picked up Tapu Lele. I mean, this is the first league I've been in, I think, that allowed Lele. No, that's not true. The PSBF allowed Lele. But this is the first time I get to use it, and Lele's dumb. Lele's stupid. There's no switching for Lele. So my plan was to get Lele and Mega Garchomp. And the reason I want to Mega Garchomp is because Mega Garchomp costs 120 points, and you can use regular Garchomp. But if you draft regular Garchomp, that's 180 points. That just didn't make any sense to me, because for less points, you're not only getting Mega Chomp, but you also get access to regular Chomp, which normally costs 180. But you're basically getting it for cheaper. So that made no sense to me, which is why I wanted to get it. But I was like, but Lele's stupid, so I'm going to get that first. And of course, Chomp didn't make it to me. But I'm sorry, I think this was pretty fucking stupid. They picked up regular Chomp. I don't remember the guy's draft off the top of my head. I'm not going to look it up. I don't know what his Mega was. But Mega Chomp was so much value getting Mega Chomp. Like, you never have to bring Mega. You have regular Garchomp at a cheaper price. Like, that's just insane. Anyways, so my plan was Lele, Mega Garchomp, Buzzwole, and then draft Tailwind and Sticky Web, because these threats are not slow, but they're under the fast threat. Like, none of those 3 break 100 speed. Well, regular Chomp does, but Mega Chomp wouldn't. So that was my plan. With Garchomp being taken, it comes back to me. I'm like, alright. So I am going to pick up Buzzwole, because that was still part of my plan. I wanted Buzzwole. So I picked that up. And then here, I think I would call it a mistake, but it turned out to not be an issue. I picked up Torn Eye at this point, which I think was way too early. I think I should have picked up another threat to replace Mega Chomp, which actually I did come up with something, and I just don't really know why I didn't take that, and I took Torn Eye instead. But it came back around to me, and it was still up, so I picked up Zygarde 50%, because Bandit 1,000 Arrows, or just like DD, there's Coil, it gets experience speed, but like really 1,000 Arrows, there's no switch into 1,000 Arrows. Its attack is much slower than Mega Chomp, which was why I was like, this isn't a perfect replacement, but like 1,000 Arrows. So I was like, you know what? I think that's still a pretty good pick. And then along with that, that's where I picked up my Sticky Web and Galvantula. I wanted a fast electric type as well, and I had a plan for what I wanted my grass type to be. So I didn't want to get like Leavanny. And honestly, the Galvantula is probably the best Sticky Web user aside from maybe Smeargle, because the other ones aren't too great. There's like Ariados, Kricketune, Leavanny. Leavanny's not as bad. But yeah. So then it comes back around, and here, I don't remember my reasoning for this next pick actually. I think it was for the hazards. I think is why I wanted it. That was Drapion. Now Drapion can be a good mon. It's kind of bulky. Poison Dark type is nice. It's nice to have Dark type. Poison typing can absorb T-Spikes. It also gets T-Spikes. And it gets some interesting moves. And then my next mon, this was a steal because this was tier 5. I guess they didn't adapt this mon because this mon got a buff this gen. That is Mantine. What was it? Mantine got Roost, right? That was the thing. I don't know. Mantine's dumb. Mantine was already especially bulky. Now it gets Roost. It has Defog. It has Water Absorb. It's a good one. For tier 5, I think it's better than tier 5. In PWC, we moved it up. To either. I want to say we moved it to 4. But yeah, Mantine, that was a steal for tier 5, I think. It comes back around. Here's what I want. I want my grass type, and I want my Mega. I did want Mega Aggron, but someone took regular Aggron. Again, well, actually, no, regular Aggron would be cheaper than Mega Aggron. So in that case, I can kind of get it. Just, why didn't you get Mega Chomp? What? That made no sense. Anyways. I wanted my Mega here. And this was a bind. I felt like kind of forced to take this. I wanted a steel type, and there were really no other steel types. And, like, I didn't want any of the other Megas, really. None of them that were still available really fit my team. So, like, I need to get this now. Maybe someone will take it. So first, my grass type, I picked up Serena. I wanted a little more hazard control, so I get a Rapid Spinner. Bulky grass type. It has a good attack stat, too. I think like 120. It has good defenses. But I like Serena. I think Serena's a cool one. It's like Lurantis, but better in every way. Why did they shaft Lurantis so bad? It looks so cool. And then my Mega, I picked up Mega Steelix. Mega Steelix is very bulky. Has the same defense stat as Mega Aggron with a little more special defense. And it's slower. I don't remember the HP, but it's Mega Steelix is very bulky. Steel ground type. Gets rocks. Gets Heavy Slam. It's just a lot from Mega Steelix. Yeah. So my last two picks. Here, I'm not maximizing my points here. The way this league works, I didn't explain that. The way this league works is you're not forced to get things in any tiers. You are given, I think it's 1,100 points, and you use those points however you want for your entire draft. But, are you required to get a Mega? I don't even remember, honestly. I think you're not even required to get a Mega. Yeah, I don't think you need to. But I picked it up. So yeah, these last two picks, I'll still have like 40 points left over or something, but I wanted these two. I wanted a little more speed, and while these two mons aren't crazy fast, they're still pretty fast, and they fill out two typings that I'm missing. So the first one up is Pyroar. That gives me my fighter type. It's fast, it's also a normal type, which, I mean, the ghost typing doesn't have a lot of switch-ins. You have dark to resist, and like, that's kind of it. And then normal typing is immune, so it's nice to have a normal type. Pyroar also hits really hard. It gets Unnerve, which is kind of an underrated ability. I remember when I first heard of it, I'm like, that's garbage, but no, it's a good ability. It also gets, what's Moxie? I think it's Moxie. Even though it is a special attack, I don't know, maybe I can run some cheeky Moxie set one week. And then it gets coverage in like Dark Pulse for like the one thing that came to mind was Dark Pulse. I know it gets that. Okay, so the last mon is a mon that I love using, and in this league they still had it tier 5, I believe. They didn't move it up, which is debatable whether it belongs in tier 5 or 4. I personally think, and that's Mismagius. Mismagius can do so many things. It can run Scarf, Specs, it can be Calm Mind. It's an amazing Z-Crystal user because it has such a wide move pool. It has 105 special attacks, def, and speed, which is good for all of those stats. We don't look at those other stats. We don't look at that. They're bad. But but when it comes to special moves and speed, it is very good. Yeah, it's good, very good move pool. I love using it. I think it's really fun to use. I recently had it in another league, and it put in work. It's just, I love it. I personally find it a little hard to find ghost types that I like use them. Miss Maggot is definitely a comfort pick for me. I love using it. So yeah, those are my mons. Um, I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but for the most part I did, and I'm pretty happy. I mean, I have Tapu Lele, so what can I be mad about, right? Uh, so yeah, we'll see how this ends up going, and see you guys when I do the battle.